Hello, my name is Samara, and I have a couple peppers that I am going to compare today. These are some death spiral crosses. So, these came from two different plants. I've done a video before on a death spiral cross that was believed to be a purple gator jigsaw in the genetics. I planted them. I planted two plants, and then they grew two different phenotypes. This is the first one. It seems to be the more purpley out of the two. The other ones on the plant weren't quite as purpley, but when this was less ripe, it was like really dark purple, the whole thing, and you can see that it still kind of has that coloring. It's quite beautiful. And then I have this one, and it's humongous, and it's kind of purple on the shoulders, kind of had some purple striping, but it's a lot lighter in color. So I'm going to cut these open and get the seeds just in case, whichever one is better. And I'm going to see which one is better when it comes to taste, when it comes to heat. I'm not sure. I think these ones were hotter. I've kind of nibbled them here and there, but I haven't directly compared them. I think this one's hotter, but this one's a lot bigger. So maybe it's gonna seem hotter. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna cut them open. Both of them are very firm. Whoa! I cut open the small one? Okay. Let me show you. Wow! Whoa! Wait a minute, that's strange. Smells very floral. But look at that inside. That's so weird. I don't know if I've seen an inside that clean before. That's interesting. Not a lot of pith on that. Just a strip down to the bottom. And then, let me cut open this big one. Whoa. Interesting. This one's a lot thicker. Look at that. The differences are fascinating. Okay. Let me, I'm gonna take out the seeds really quick, and then I'll cut back and show you the insides so you know. Wow. Wow, this one smells floral and bitter. Interesting. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I took out the seeds. The seeds don't contain heat, so it's not gonna mess with the heat level at all. But I'm curious which one you think is gonna be better. There's the small one. And then this is the big one. Once more. I'm going to eat the big one first, I think, because it's probably going to be rougher on my stomach, and I want to make sure I get them down. So, going to start with what I think is going to be the tougher one, just because of the mass, you know? This one smells, yeah, it definitely smells floral and bitter. All right. Death Spiral Cross. So that flavor was very mild. Had a little bit of sweetness. Definitely fruity. But like an undertone of fruitiness. And then it's floral. The heat's in the throat and on the tip of the tongue. Excuse me, it's caught in my gums. Okay, now the heat's kind of spreading to the sides of my tongue. It was really crunchy, very juicy. Wouldn't be bad for a sauce if the flavor was a little stronger. I really enjoyed how big it was. but I'm not sure how I feel about the taste. Now the heat's increasing. It's at maybe a 4.5 or a 5 out of 10 on heat. Okay. It's kind of hanging on. It's a lingering burn. Like jumps up, plateaus, and lingers there. Oh. On the tail end, like my breath. I didn't taste bitterness, but my breath has the aroma of like bitterness and floral. Kind of like, almost like acetone. Like how that's like sharp on the nose. That's kind of how it is. It's a little bit like acetone or paint. Okay, now the heat's starting to go down. Now, if this one kicks me up on heat, then we know it's hotter. If it doesn't, it's either equal or less. But maybe the flavor will be better? I don't know. I sure do love the colors though. Even though the other one had size, really good size, this one I think is prettier. I'm keeping the plant because I saw some phenotypes with tails, but I want them with tails and as purple as this is. So fingers crossed that'll either happen in the next generation or a new round of pods will come up on the plant. All right. Next phenotype. Whoa. That's really floral. It's much more flavorful. Waiting. Waiting on the heat. It was a lot hotter on the chew than the other one was. Hmm. Trying to see if it'll kick up a little bit. So far, it hasn't beat the other one in heat. Hmm. Though it is burning me in a different place. This one is burning me like a band across the middle of my tongue, this way. It's a lot sharper. It's like the burn profile is less of a dull burn and more of a sharp sting. This is really growing quite slowly. Oh, now where that band of heat was, it's moving toward the tip of the tongue. Nothing in the throat yet. Oh. I stand corrected. It's slightly moving to the throat. It's about 10% in the throat, 70% on the band in the middle of the tongue, 20% in the tip of the tongue. I'm gonna hold off on giving it a heat level for just a second because I can tell it's still burning. Still climbing. The flavor was very floral. So those have the same genetics as the Farquad. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think I actually prefer the Farquad. Oh, I think this one might be a little bit hotter. Just slightly. This is a really slow burn. That's weird. It's still increasing. I think it's just now reaching the plateau. That's a really slow build. That's like gonna be either a 5 or a 5.5 on heat. That's gonna be a 5 out of 10 on heat. I'm not gonna give it a 5.5. The flavor was slightly fruity, but mostly floral. I think I preferred the second one. It had more flavor, more depth, and it was hotter. But I think I might just pursue the Farquad. These were pretty cool, but, you know, only got so much time and space for so many crosses, you know. It's kind of burning my lips, too. My gums. I'll keep the seeds for this small one. Like, just in case. But, well, mystery solved. I've had them growing in a grow tent for quite some time now, and I've been curious which one would be better. So, now we know. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to check out my Instagram and my TikTok, those will be in the description below. If you want to check out more of my YouTube videos, those will be right here. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you later. Bye.